friends, I am Rocky and today I'm going to recommend you this trilogy from Christmas, and it's written by Haig and illustrations by Mould. Let's see it! So before anything, these books have AR tests. This one has 5 points, this one has 7 points, and this one has 6 points. So try them now after watching this video and reading the books. So now let's first talk of the first book that's called A Boy Called Christmas. This is about a boy who is called Nicholas, and his dad is Joel, and he is a woodcutter. His mother had died before, but he likes elf stories, like from Christmas elves. So his dad tells him stories that they dress up very colorfully and they're very jolly and happy and everything. Even his dad dresses up like an elf. Until that day, in their cabin, they heard a knock. It was from Anders. So this guy Anders shared with Joel an expedition to Elfhelm, the magical city of the elves. That's pretty amazing. You should read this book. And well, so they go, Joel and Anders with the rest of the team, and Nicholas is with Aunt Carlotta, the worst aunt of the world. What? She is very strict. She wants him to wake up from sunrise. That's pretty annoying. And two, she wants him to get the ingredients from the soup. One day, let me tell you before this thing happens, Nicholas has only 2 toys, his sleigh and a radish with a face. So that day, guess what? Aunt Carlotta cooked the radish, and what happened? Nicholas ate it. It was his only toy. And his dad took the sleigh. That was so sad in this book that I cried a little, but it's pretty sad. And let me tell you that Nicholas is Santa Claus. Yeah, it's Santa Claus or Father Christmas. Well, he decides one day to go to Elfhelm, and he finds Blitzen and everything. Well, he is Blitzen. He's Blitzen. And he too, Blitzen. And so they get to Elfhelm, and Nicholas was about to die until Father Topo saved him, and he was dream-whipped. That is a special type of magic. Until one day, Father Vogel, the leader of all Elfhelm, put him in jail because they were not accepting humans like us. So they put him to jail with the Truth Pixie and Sebastian, a troll. And well, the Truth Pixie always tells the truth, and she wants to make everyone's heads explode with a plant called the Hulip. And so, guess what? Nicholas escapes with magic up on this chimney and escapes out of jail. If you want to continue to read this book, read it because it's a pretty cool adventure, and you should get to the end to see what's the surprise. So now, the girl who saved Christmas. Well, this girl over here, as you can see it, is Amelia Wizard, who was the first child in the whole world to receive a gift from Father Christmas or Santa Claus. So she is a chimney sweep because her mom has an illness. She has an illness, so she has to work with Mr. Creeper, who is the owner of the workhouse, and he's pretty awful and he's pretty mean. Yeah, and she passes from miserable days, so it's horrible until one day her mother dies. So that's pretty sad, and so she now is an orphan and has to work for Creeper's workhouse. Until one day in Elfhelm, Christmas was ruining because the trolls were attacking and eating all their gingerbread. I don't know if they were eating, but they were attacking the whole Elfhelm. So one Christmas was over. The next Christmas, she has a new director who is Mrs. Sharp, and she's pretty horrible. And she made her to put a horrible suit, a black suit. It's very scratchy, very scratchy. And so before that, she sent her to the bathroom to take a bath, and she was washing her mouth, and guess what? Sharp put the soap on her mouth. That was horrible. Horrible. And so she was sent to bed. And that day was Christmas Eve. And that year, Christmas was ruined. And so the next year, she has to save Christmas. Yeah, you see it? Because guess what? Father Christmas is going to save her, and they're going to have many adventures together. So please read this book because it's pretty awesome. Look at this elf over here. Haha. Now we have Father Christmas and me. So he is Father Christmas or Santa Claus, and she is Amelia Wishart, and he is the Easter Bunny. Well, in this story, Santa had already saved Mary Ethel Winters, who was a cuisine in Creeper's workhouse. So he saved her and Amelia. So they went to live in Elfhelm, and they had a very big party to eat a lots of things. So Mary Ethel Winters and Father Christmas get married one day, and school starts. That's pretty annoying because Amelia doesn't fit in anything. Spickle dancing, that is a type of dancing that you need to do lots of leg exercise and twisting and floating magically. And she liked riding. She liked it. Until one day at the reindeer class, because she had a reindeer class that she needed to drive a sleigh, and so she didn't have one until she needs to get the Blizzard 360. Wow, that is an expensive sleigh, until she ruins it, and Father Christmas has to pay the money to little Kip. So it's pretty annoying, and Father Christmas doesn't have enough money. So he sends her to work at the toy workshop, but she isn't good in anything. But she likes writing and reading, and so she gets to the Daily Snow. The Daily Snow is a newspaper, and so she wants to get to work here with Noosh, the director of the Daily Snow. And so she's pretty bad because she doesn't have a story. There's no relevant news and anything like that. And so she doesn't have a work, and she feels lonely, and she feels like nothing there in Elfhelm. Yeah. When she crashed the sleigh, let me tell you something. There was a hole, and because she landed on the wooded hills, the land of the pixies, and there was a truth pixie that was at jail with Father Christmas before, and they went later into the cave, and they searched until they found it, those colored worms that are worms that glow in the dark. And when they got to a big hole full of rabbits, the Easter Bunny was there, and Columbus, Amelia's teacher, said that the Easter rabbit is pretty dangerous, but she laughed because rabbits aren't dangerous. Yeah, and so it's pretty dangerous because he is the director of all the army. And let me tell you something, Father Bottle was owner of the Daily Snow, but he began a new newspaper. It's called the Daily Truth. But he always doesn't tell the truth. He always tells lies and invents stories, so it's pretty ridiculous. But guess what? Father Bottle works with other people, and guess what? The rabbits! The rabbits who, the elves and the rabbits had a war before. Long ago, when Father Topo, the old man who saved him, who saved Father Christmas, was only six years. So, they get into problems, and so read this book to see what happens to Amelia and the Truth Pixie. So let me tell you some info of Matt Haig. Matt Haig is the novelist and a periodist, and he doesn't only have these books, he has other ones, and there are sequels for this trilogy, who are the Truth Pixie from 2018 and the Truth Pixie Goes to School, whose date was published in 2019. And so you can read them, well, this trio and the other two, so you can get the full story of Christmas. So that's all for today, guys. So see ya later, guys. I want to see you in the next video, so subscribe to my channel. Bye bye.